right, welcome back to No Bullshit podcast. Before we get started, I'd like to make an announcement. There was a incident in our first episode, apparently, that caused a ruckus with, one or two people that were some bugaboos with them about calling them a hoe bag. And I would just like to take this time to apologize to absolutely no one. I do what the fuck I want. All right, continue. Let's do the episode.
The what? The episode?
All right, guys.
The episode.
We're here to talk about Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho. Hey, there's one hoe for each of us. I get to be the last hoe.
Oh, wait, it's more like ho-ho whore.
Ew. You know what, Hannah? You're a slut.
Not really.
You know, half the time I wish we had a camera in here recording us so that we could see, all of our pointing and stuff.
I'll save up some money so we can get that. Or we can just do Facebook Live.
All right, so for real, Christmas, bitches.
All right, what's today? The 30th?
Yeah.
It's the 30th of December, 5 days after Christmas. Some shit went down.
Yeah, let's all talk about our Christmases. Go ahead.
Why do I have to go first?
I don't know.
Because
You
she pointed to
just
you.
said shit went down, so I assume you're about to talk.
Aha!
Aww.
2! I'm not alone in this.
Oh, so then she just said it too, right?
Yeah, so Hannah.
But
one
you
for
had to repeat what
And
she
none for
said and
Gretchen
got
Wiener.
yourself in trouble.
You got me.
My Christmas was pretty fucking boring, actually. I overslept, kind of. I slept 4 hours, had a bunch of food, my cat cuddled me, I got some podcasting equipment that I've yet to use, so
Well,
yeehaw.
damn, didn't hit us up about it. I'm
Dude,
confused.
my sister I'm still kind of scratching my head over this, how she found this. She got me a serial killer coloring book. That's a thing, apparently. It's
creepy.
so fucking cool, though. Like, I can't wait to color in it, because, you know.
We all know what Whitney is now, a serial killer.
Well, another thing.
Would you mind hitting up the Amish neighborhood, actually?
No! Well, the very first thing I opened was a book. It wasn't the serial killer book. It was a book about this murder that happened at Western Kentucky where my sister and my parents went to college. And this girl had these two guys come back to her dorm and they killed her. They lit her on fire. Like, the whole place her whole dorm was just aflame.
Why?
I don't remember, but fun fact, I'm pretty sure it's the son of the owner of Dollar General is one of the guys that did it. And for the longest time, that floor was closed down. I think it was the whole building, I want to say. And they opened it up a few years back before my sister went there. So she and I talked about that book months ago, and I was surprised she remembered that. She got that for me. And then the very last book that I got was a torture book of all these torture methods from the past 1,000 years. And it's fucking beautiful. That was a stocking gift, which makes it even better.
I'm so concerned for your
I'm
mental health.
about to say, that's creepy.
I love stuff about serial killers and torture. It's just fascinating.
It is interesting.
If I ever was killed by a serial killer, just know I died doing what I love.
Oh my god. She's gonna be like, yes, I'm your next victim!
Yes,
no
bitch,
way.
yes!
I am living the dream.
I'd start singing some Cardi B I like
okay,
it.
fun fact. So my friend Hannah, who I said was my most interesting friend, she has one of her teachers who basically talked about if you're ever getting robbed in New York, immediately pretend to be deaf. Because they've trained, how to talk like a deaf person. I can't do it very well. But, yeah, okay, you're an ass. But anyway, so one of her teachers was actually she was in the middle of getting robbed. She looked up at the guy she was confused and started, fake signing to him and, talking like that and was like, I'm sorry, I can't understand you. And the guy literally walked away. Didn't want to rob her because it was fuck, I can't rob a fucking deaf person.
You know what would suck if they did that and then someone started signing back what the fuck are you saying?
Dude, yeah, that's what I was what if you accidentally said something what the fuck, bitch? How do you don't know?
See, there was the show that my parents and I used to watch, Amazing Race, and there was one season they had a deaf guy on there. Every fucking time the guy came on, you just hear me and my dad go, dang. And it was the funniest fucking thing ever. My heart goes out to deaf people, but I'm sorry if you can't make fun of everyone. Come on.
I feel really bad saying this, and I mean this in the nicest way. And I was about to say, please stop making these jokes because it's really mean, but I just realized they'll never hear it.
I don't put subtitles on our
really
shit.
It's really fucked up. I know it's really messed up, but wait.
I
was
said
about
it.
to say, I didn't say it. That's an F word. I'm really sorry to all deaf people.
I'm not.
I can't hear you.
Whitney's a bitch.
I know.
It's funny because in the beginning of the last episode, you said I'm the one that's a bitch. Yeah, here I am, the only one with a heart.
I called myself a diet bitch too.
A diet bitch?
Like the Diet Coke, bitch. Just 1 calorie. Not even enough. Ow. All right, Hannah, how was your Christmas?
My Christmas was like really different from most of my Christmases.
Hey, you
I've
got
had
the death
before.
part down.
That was not death. Death is more like, it's more like this.
Who's the asshole now?
I can't really understand what I'm saying.
I'm leaving.
I'm just good at doing it, okay? I'm not a jerk. I'm just good at doing it. Sorry, I'm good at, like, copying people. Anyway, so, usually I have, like, a bunch of different Christmases. Like, I'd go to, like, my dad's side of the family Christmas, my mom's side of the family Christmas, and then Eric's Christmas. Well, this year, the dad's side of my family is pretty much falling apart. Then just this year, my mom's family fell apart. So, I hung out at Eric's for a little bit, got some, cool skiing stuff. Hopefully we'll go skiing. I've never been before. And then I hung out with my mom and my sister for a little bit. It was very weird. Did not feel like Christmas at all. But, I mean, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
It was the least Christmas I've ever
Yeah.
felt.
Oh my god, my mom didn't get a Christmas tree till Christmas Eve, so she straight just like went outside.
Oh my God,
cut
I
down
love
this
that
thing.
tree.
It looked
Oh,
like
it was the ugliest fucking tree I've ever seen.
It looked like Charlie Brown.
I was about to say it's a
That
Charlie
thing
Brown
without
Christmas tree.
Anything on it?
I
yeah,
loved
it had
it.
the 5 ornaments we made that year.
Dude, I
This
had
year.
a funny moment.
Whatever, you're a bitch. I don't give a fuck about your funny moment. You hating on my cool ass Christmas tree.
Anyways, no,
Sorry, we can't afford nice things.
I mean, you should be. Fucking poor people. Anyways.
Whatever. It's fine. I'll
She has
just
an
use your
iPhone.
taxes to pay
Yeah,
for
you
my
have an
college
iPhone,
and
bitch.
food. Yeah, that's why I'm in $6,000 in credit card debt.
Can't relate.
I can.
Yeah, because
Anyways.
mommy and daddy pay for everything.
Yeah, you're right. I ain't even mad.
I know.
But,
I'm jealous. I'm just kidding because I'm jealous.
But so my sister's roommate came to visit us for, like the week before Christmas, and she hadn't seen our tree yet. Like hadn't been to the house in months. She walked in, and our tree was up. I looked at her, and the very first thing I said, "Guess what kind of tree we have?" And she's like, my sister heard me, and she's like, "Don't respond to her." And I looked at Courtney. I was like, "Guess what kind of tree we have?" And she's like, "What?" And I was like, "A Chris Pine."
You had to have a picture of Chris Pine on it for it
Oh,
to be a
bitch, I
Chris
did.
Pine.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
I came
I don't understand the
prepared.
joke.
It's
Chris
a
Pine.
vine.
It's a pine tree.
It's a vine. The dude sits there and he has a picture of Chris
If I
Pine
could
on
make a
his
cricket
pine
noise
tree.
with my mouth, I'd do it.
How about this? That'll make you feel better.
Alyssa, how was your
Wow.
Christmas? My Christmas was pretty interesting, honestly. So it started out with Christmas Eve. We left my dad's girlfriend at his house all by herself, all for Christmas Eve and Christmas, because she's crazy.
Yeehaw.
And
Fuck you, Trish.
I mean, she had the option to come and spend Christmas with us, but she was like, "No, I want to stay here." And so I was like, "What kind of a mother doesn't even want to go see her kids like open their Christmas presents and everything?"
Damn
But
me.
Oh god.
I already don't want to be around my kids.
Good old Shitney.
Whatevs.
Oh, it was your stupid name.
That's my oldest nickname.
But then I spent Christmas Eve and the majority of Christmas at my grandma's house. I got some nice shoes. I got a lot of shoes. I got some makeup. I
Shoe
got some
shopping.
clothes.
Let's get some shoes. Let's get
Let's
some
go
shoes.
to
Do you know that one? Do you
No.
know? Let's get some shoes.
You have to
Let
watch
me
it.
borrow
Oh
that
my
top.
god, you have to
Let me
watch
borrow
it.
that top.
What the fuck?
Aren't we
And then it goes like
friends?
shoes.
So what's the problem?
You're fake.
Shit.
Let me borrow that top.
I hate you
Anyway,
guys.
and then I didn't go to my grandma's house, my mom's mom this year, because I'm not talking to her. Even though she came and showed up at work the other day and tried to like corner me at work to talk to me.
Oh, hate family. They think they can just do whatever they want.
But then I ended my Christmas at at my mom's boyfriend's parents' house, and got $50.
Dude, there were some people that were supposed to come over to my house for Christmas dinner, and they fucking bailed, and like
Who?
you two.
I never
knew
made
it.
any promise.
Neither did I.
I did kind of hit y'all up at the last minute, but I was just like,
Dude, no, I would have ended up bringing my mom and sister, and I would have ruined y'all's Christmas.
I would have probably punched you if you brought your mom.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure your mom's sweet, but like my dad would have probably given me so much shit.
She would have just gotten really, really drunk and
Yeah.
just gone crazy.
We no drink on Christmas for some reason.
What?
My dad doesn't
That's
really.
all we do on Christmas.
My dad claims he drinks, but I haven't seen him drunk in like 10 years, and it was the funniest fucking thing ever.
Really? Your parents don't get drunk?
No. Well, allegedly my mom got drunk not too long ago. I've never seen it, but
Weird. Did they get high?
My mom's
My
drunk
mom-
like every day.
my mom's gotten high once in her life when she was a teenager. She said it did nothing for her, which I'm with her because the first time I got
We're
high.
about to all hang out.
Oh my god.
They do say sometimes you don't feel it, but I don't understand because my first time I literally was like, oh my god, I cannot stop laughing at absolutely nothing. Like, this is ridiculous. Stop, Hannah, stop.
I didn't really feel anything, but I tell you what, everything looked more animated. Like everything popped more.
Like HD?
Yeah, like the blue in our front room. Oh my god.
Yeah, I've never done acid, but I heard that's what that's like.
What? Okay, we were just
Super
talking about
HD.
weed.
No, I've just heard it looks really good. Everything's HD.
Yeah, I'll never.
Like the best TV.
If we get rich one day, we'll do acid together, the three of us. The three
Why
of
do we have
us.
to be rich?
Why do I have to be in this?
It costs $10.
Because we bond together. And plus, if we're rich, we'll be in a nice place with a lot of room with pool. I mean, a lot of shit can
Ooh,
happen.
Let's go do it in the jungle.
No.
We live in Charles County.
Yeah, we could travel.
Hannah,
if we're rich, we can go anywhere.
Jungle, watch out for that tree.
Ah!
Watch out for that tree. Yeah, so that was Christmas, and then I've already talked about the kid that was a fucking bitch and said that, oh, Christmas is Jesus' birthday. Who gives a fuck?
One of the worst part of Christmas? Getting a gift that you hate, but having to pretend to like it because you don't want to be mean. Yes. Look, so Eric's parents, look, they got me they got me these white snow pants this year. Well, I didn't realize they were snow pants. I love them now, but like at first I was like, oh my god, did they just get me big baggy white cargo pants? Like, how am I supposed to pretend to like this? I can't do this right now. Then I realized they were snow pants, and I was happy.
I have a pair of white snow pants.
See,
I'm so excited. I've never owned a pair. I've only had hand-me-downs.
See, the very first gift I heard was the book from that Western Kentucky. Although I didn't realize what it was at first. It was my very first gift that I opened. I looked at it. It was from my sister, and I was like, oh, thanks. A book.
You didn't even know how to read.
I mean, she read Facta's face earlier.
One time Eric was reading. Look. One time Eric was reading something, and it was the word grow, and he said grow.
Oh,
I was trying to read autopsy one time, and I pronounced it autotopsy.
Okay, wait. Say this word. Say this word.
I already know.
Post-apocalyptic.
Post-apocalyptic. Post-apocalyptic. Is that how you say it? Post-apocalyptic.
Post-apocalyptic.
Post-apocalyptic. Post-apocalyptic.
Close enough. Dude, when I was like 13, my sister asked me to get this movie. And from the shelf, she didn't tell me what it was, but she said exactly where it was. So I pulled it out, and I was like, the Shadow. And I was like,
Shelf 2.
Shadow!
Like what?
Well, it was, no, it was just hanging up on the shelf by itself. But I said Shadow, and I was like, what the fuck? And I looked at my sister, and I was like, here's the Shadow. And she was like, Whitney, that's Shadow. And I was like, I'm being dumb. Dude, look. I'm already starting to lose my sight.
So look, this happened Christmas Day. What did I say to my sister? Oh yeah, it was this riddle, and it was basically like, okay, when I was 4 years old, my brother was half my age. Now that I'm 18, how old is my brother?
Oh.
And so my sister was like, 6. And I was like, Haley, explain to me how he's 6. And she was like, well, that's half of 18. And I was like, so you're saying that, 1, they stay half their age their entire, like, lifetime, and 2, you think half of 18 is 6. She starts laughing so hard, and she was like, oh my god, I meant 8, and she's laughing so hard, and I'm like, oh my god, half of 18 still isn't 8, Haley. It's fucking 9, and that's not the answer anyway. He's 16. 2 years younger. That was the answer. Oh god, it was so funny. We almost laughed as hard as the time I kicked her hamster.
Oh yeah, we haven't talked about the hamster stories on here.
We haven't? The first one.
I
I don't know. We didn't.
I don't think we might have skipped it. I don't know.
Well, Hannah,
we've talked about this hamster story a lot.
I know. I love bringing them up. Hannah, you go first in your hamster story. Yep.
Okay. So one time, me and my sister like hanging out. We're like, okay, we're gonna let the hamster run around the ball. It's gonna be fun. Well, I walk in from the garage and I see this little ball rolling at me, and I'm like, oh, a balloon. I'm gonna kick it. And I kick this bitch 10 feet. It bounces off the wall, and literally, I can still remember the noise it made. It was like, and I look at it, and it's literally, you know on SpongeBob when he's doing the photosynthesis thing, and he's like, photosynthesis. Literally, that's what the hamster was doing really fast while screaming. It was so, so sad. I'm so glad he didn't die.
You probably gave that hamster a seizure.
Dude, no, you can kill them by heart attack.
Your story's always so much funnier after my story.
Oh, I don't know. I love telling yours because my mom was like, your brother's a psychopath.
It wasn't even my brother. It was my brother's friend, but it's so messed up.
Go ahead, Hannah. Or
Okay.
Alyssa, whatever your name is.
So, my brother plays hockey, and one of his friends, his number is 25. And we were going around the room one time, and we were asking all the boys why their numbers were what they were. And we get to him, and he's like, my number's 25 because, listen, when I was younger, I had a pet hamster. And me and my friend decided, hey, let's give him a bath. And then, after they gave him a bath, to dry him off, they stuck him in the microwave. And at 25 seconds, he blew up.
Oh my god.
It's not funny.
Oh my god,
It's
hilarious.
so sad.
It's sad, but like, that's fucking hilarious.
I am like really not for animal abuse. Like I contemplated killing myself the night I kicked the hamster. Like I was like, do I deserve to be on this earth? Probably not.
Oh, that's another shit. Oh. So I used to have these two
I
cats.
love how she called herself.
I had these two cats. They were fucking assholes. One of them wasn't so bad. It was Dexter. That counts. She's putting an S in front of the over the W for my name. So
I didn't say it.
Whatever. She's a whore. Anyways, I had these two cats growing up. It was Dexter and Cinnamon. Cinnamon was a fucking asshole, and Cinnamon. I know.
Sorry, I'm writing sideways.
What are you doing?
Horny. Oh my god. So look, I meant to do like a Whitney, but like with whore in front, but it came out horny.
You're so
Horny.
fucking stupid. Anyways, I had two cats. One Dexter, he was kind of likable, but only liked my sister. And then Cinnamon, who was a fucking asshole.
Does Dexter kill people?
No, he was very antisocial. But Cinnamon was the fucking worst cat I've ever had. Like, you guys would even hate him. He was not friendly. He hissed at you all the time.
Someone must
he
have done
scratched.
something to him. That's so sad.
I had a cat once.
We had him since he was a baby.
Well, maybe he got beat before you got him.
Well, he fucking earned it because
He earned it.
towards the end, I think I told my mom this recently actually, but he would not stop meowing. And so I had enough. I took him at the top of the stairs, fucking chucked him down there. He landed on his feet, and I was like, "That's no fun."
You were such a
chucked him
cunt.
down
I was like 8 years
You're
old.
such a bitch.
Actually, I was more like 12, but still, I hated that cat. No, I was 11.
I've literally never done anything to hurt an animal except for my own dog because he's attacked me multiple times. And one time he saw me and my sister and we were doing like dumb fist bumps, like where you like snail, turkey, or whatever. My dog saw that and he thought we were fighting, so his immediate reaction was to start attacking my sister. Well, she was sitting on the floor, so I thought, oh fuck, like Haley doesn't have much space to like get out of the way. So I literally shoved my dog and then he starts coming at me and I literally punched him in the face because he was like jumping up at my face. And when I punched him, that's how I have this scar to this day. His tooth went into my fucking hand. Filed a police report on my own dog. Well, he's dead now. He got hit by a car the other day.
The other day, this happened like over a month ago.
It was like 2 weeks ago.
It was over a month ago because we had just recorded.
Still feels like it's so soon.
Yeah. I've never had... I've had my hamsters die.
Literally, they said they couldn't even find his body because he got hit so hard that he flew like 20 feet. And they said they saw him in the air and literally he was shitting out like his insides.
I don't like this conversation. Can we go back to Christmas?
Dude, side note though, I didn't know that when you die, all your bowel movements just release.
Yeah.
So, like when Taylor died...
That serial killer that finds you is in for a treat.
Oh. Well, I'm going to
Good
make
old
sure that I'm
shitney.
starved. I'm going to look at them and be like, can you starve me first? Yeah, that's what you fucking get, bitch.
Starve me
But-
first. I don't want you to see my secretions.
But when Taylor died, they took us to the back. But it's actually kind of funny because I made fun of her when I saw it, but
Oh
not
my
out
God,
loud.
Poor Taylor.
She would have done the same to me.
I guess.
But they took us back to see her, and she was just laying on the bed, dead as fuck. And she looked like she had been crying, like her ears were all watery but foggy at the same time. But then you saw chunks of vomit on the side of her. And I was just like, what the hell? This makes no sense. And then she didn't have any pants on, apparently. She had a blanket covering her. And I was just like, what the fuck? And I told my mom. She was like, yeah, when she died, she probably threw up and shit her pants. And I was just like...
You're so insensitive. Oh my God.
She's the only one laughing.
Dude, are you kidding me? When the first thing I saw when they brought me back there was my fucking bra that she took from me 2 years ago that was cut up. And I was like... Wow, okay, bitch. It's not like I wanted that bra back, but okay.
Salty.
Damn.
Dude, that's how I deal with shit.
Yeah, sometimes that's what Bo Burnham actually wrote a song about how he.
No one gives a fuck
He
about Bo
actually,
Burnham.
Shut up,
He's
you stupid whore.
No,
Anyway,
he's not.
he literally writes. Like, okay, his song Left Brain, Right Brain is about how basically he's super duper depressed, but, like, the only way he can cope with it is through comedy. And so, like, he has this one song, and he's basically talking about how, like, comedy solves all the problems. So then he starts making fun of like 9/11 and like every bad thing on earth. He's just making fun of it. Like he's like, yeah, I saw a little boy drop his ice cream cone directly on his mother's corpse. And he's like just laughing at all these awful scenarios, which is funny.
I love comedians that have a dark sense of humor. Like,
dude, yeah, you gotta listen to his song "Kill Yourself." Kill yourself.
I just don't find him funny, especially his vines. Although they're stuck in my head.
I don't like his vines.
This is my jam. Turn that song off. This is my jam.
You have to watch Make Happy.
I just don't really care for him.
Please, you will like it if you watch Make Happy. I promise.
Only if... Oh, you know who you might actually like is Anthony Jeselnik. I fucking love that man.
He's funny.
The
glass eye.
Oh my God. We went to go see him back in June. And one of the jokes he had was he took his friend to go get an abortion. He had no idea what to say to her. And then when she came out, he was like, you've lost a lot of weight or something like that. And then he said, I've held a baby for the longest possible time. That was the longest 10 seconds ever before I dropped it. And the longest amount of time it took it to fall down a flight of
The
stairs.
glass eye one was funny. He said he took his neighbor's daughter has a glass eye, and so he'd pop it out of her head and run around, and she'd chase him for it.
Dude, so look.
And then he was like, but you gotta make sure you get the right one, because guess what? That's how she got it in the first place. And I was like,
I took my mom to the hospital the other day, and she had to get a CAT scan, or maybe it was X-ray, whatever one it was. Basically she had to take a pregnancy test before, and she's like had her tubes burn or whatever. It's basically impossible for her to get pregnant. But I was like, so like, what's the problem? Why do you have to give her a pregnancy test? Like, what will it do? And she was like, well, it could like seriously mess up the baby. And I was like, oh, a free abortion? And apparently that was not appropriate to be like making that in front of the doctor. Luckily, she was cool, and she was like, wow, you remind me of Fiona from Shameless. And I was like,
No, you're more of a
hate
Debbie.
Fiona. I hate
not
Debbie
more of
so
a Debbie.
much.
Debbie looks like my sister. She looks like my sister.
Debbie
It's
is the
weird.
worst person in the world.
Her teenage years, yeah, I
I'm
couldn't stand
telling you,
attitude.
when you guys watch the new season,
I won't.
why not? It was great.
It's the
They're
last
getting-
season.
Yeah, I'm too lazy. You know how, like, you watch a show, and then eventually, like, it takes too long for the season to come out, and then you just decide,
How do you think I'm feeling? I'm waiting 2 years for Game of Thrones.
Dude, Black Mirror.
I've never watched that show. I never care to.
I watched the
Me
one episode
too.
with the bees.
Oh, that one's the worst.
Mm.
You need to watch Playtest. That one is terrifying, but it's so many plot twists. Oh, and Black Museum, that's, like, the best one. Like, please watch Black Museum.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, it is so, so good. And a lot of people end up watching, like, a shitty one first. And they don't realize.
Put
like,
it on there.
You can literally skip through them because they're all completely different. Like, oh,
We're tied now, bitch.
whatever.
Well,
Back to Christmas.
yeehaw.
I saw this thing on Pinterest where basically they got a real Christmas tree every single year, and they cut a slice of it and made an ornament
that
out
was
of it
so
every year.
cute.
Yeah, I'm about to do that shit.
Yeah, it's one of my friends ended up doing that. Can we talk about how many fucking engagements there were? Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Brooke's engaged.
Yeah, that there was some. I looked at the pictures, and I guess when he was down on one knee, there was a couple sitting in the background, and the girl was like, "Oh my god!" But the guy looked pissed off, and I was like, "Damn, Brooke's now fiance has ruined this couple's night because the girl is just gonna be like, I can't wait to be engaged,' and the guy's just gonna be like, oh, go fuck yourself." Are you writing Huma Huma Nuku Nuku Apua? I hate you.
I'm pretty sure I didn't even spell that right.
No, I think you did actually. But there was, so this couple from high school, it was, they were together for many years, broke up, and dated 2 other people. Can y'all fucking pay attention to me?
I'm listening.
No, because you're on your phone and you're just doodling over here. Are you drawing infinity signs? You're such a basic bitch.
No, this is a helicopter.
Oh, I didn't spell it right.
It was an infinity sign, but then I was like, what am I doing?
I hate you guys so much. But anyways, this couple, Mike and Jen, they were together for many
You
years.
say Mike and Jeanette. That's like, get them the fuck out.
Oh my god.
I haven't seen them in a while.
I know. Did they die?
Listen, bitches.
One can only dream.
I hate my life. But no, they were dating, they broke up, whatever. One of them has a restraining order against the other. It's completely off topic, but
Pretty fish.
they started dating other people, and they both fucking got engaged on Christmas Day. Thank you. I finally got my story out, and y'all didn't even pay attention. I hate my life.
I know. I honestly didn't.
Fuck y'all. Anyways, okay.
They're dating
Oh,
two people and they
no.
both got
Gum
engaged.
was that gum? I looked at Alyssa
said,
and I'm
"Is
like,
that
what?
gum?"
No.
I was like, go ahead, Alyssa. It's
We're
about
not talking
time.
about your mouth, Whitney.
Are you kidding me?
I definitely spelled
Just kidding.
that
It's
wrong.
probably dry as a Sahara Desert.
Yeah, you right. You right.
How did I make this one word into 3?
Is that really what it's called?
Yeah, it's called Huma Huma Nuka Nuka Apua.
All right, we're on 25 minutes.
thought that was a
Hannah,
song.
you fucking go first. 'cause
It
you're a
is from High
bitch.
School Musical. It's also the
Ryan,
state fish
the
of
fog.
It's also the state fish
Alright.
of Hawaii.
What's the worst thing a person can do that
Fun
is
fact.
not illegal? Ooh.
Be named after a certain hoe bag.
Be
That's
a
just gonna
hoe
be
bag.
that's just gonna be a running joke in our podcast now.
Hoe
'cause I'm
bag.
just a dick. Like Hannah,
The
you're
Watch me
worst
still
thing
get a
a
bunch of
person can do
stuff
that
about that.
is not
I almost said it.
illegal.
I'm sorry to erase your beautiful helicopter.
well, apparently rape because none of the guys ever get shit for it.
Dude, I know. That's what I was thinking, too.
So worth it.
Wait, have you seen that the meme on Facebook where everyone sits there and it's like your girls when you're when their friends cheat and Sandra
It's the
Bullock
blindfold.
from Bird Box, and then they go. Apparently, all the guys with
Their
they
friends
go-
raped
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
It is illegal, but there's way too many like leniency with it. But I'll say the worst thing that someone can do that is not illegal. I'm honestly going to say drink alcohol, only because they should make alcohol illegal and make weed legal. Because you ain't never heard anyone die from weed, but people die from alcohol all the time.
I feel like you're the bitch for saying that, but I get it because I love my alky.
I would much rather be high as shit than drunk as shit. Because when I'm drunk as shit, I die.
Can you stop? First of all, put 2 more for her.
She did just say it twice.
Yeah, quit erasing.
Why did I say that?
I'm fixing it.
But no, I feel like weed should be legal and maybe the drinking age should be raised. And not the drinking age, the tobacco age.
Yeah, it wouldn't
Because
stop us though.
No fucking reason I should be able to kill myself with tobacco and nicotine by the time I'm 18, but I can't.
You have children
Drink.
smoking Juuls, and that's
This is fucked up.
Yeah.
Y'all, I can't even answer this
You're not
question.
gonna stop.
What is it? Oh my god, tell me it's that question.
What's the most illegal thing you've done? Like, is there something
You're not
I
gonna
can
get
do to
arrested
pass?
for it.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want anyone in the world to know what I've done.
What have you done?
I don't want to talk about it.
Hannah's done some crazy stuff, man.
I don't want to talk about it.
How about you? Here, you give me that question,
Yeah.
and then you go.
I'm gonna skip because I've done some bad shit that I don't want to talk about.
Put it.
What keeps you up at night? Anxiety. Definitely. I have to take medicine for that shit or I'm staying up for hours.
And as another one. Hannah, we're still tallying.
Oh, okay. If you were put into solitary confinement for 6 months, what would you do to stay sane? I
Oh.
wouldn't. I'd slam my head against the wall until I died.
I would love to be in solitary confinement.
No, you literally go insane. Like, what if they kept the light on and there was no, like, sensory stuff? You'd go insane. You literally, when you got out, you'd be retarded and there'd be no point in being alive.
You're talking to someone who daydreams all the fucking time and could
No,
sleep
I watched
all day.
study where this guy was basically trying to see what it was like to be in solitary confinement. So basically what they did was they locked him in a room with no windows, the lights were going to be on, and they were basically trying to see how long can this guy stay here. And like they just gave him like enough food and water, and like they were basically not telling him the time or anything, and they wanted to see how quick it would take him to lose his perception of time. So like it's probably like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. He's like, well, I'm guessing it's like 9 o'clock now, so I'm gonna go to bed. And then he wakes up at 3 o'clock in the morning and he's like, I'm guessing it's probably like 10 o'clock in the morning. And meanwhile, he's just hanging out at 3 a.m. And literally, it got so sad. Like, he was constantly like talking to the camera, like trying to update them what was going on, but you could tell he was just talking to the camera to try to keep himself from like being bored. And it was really bad. Like, he got to the point to where he was like, I need to get the fuck out of this room.
I could do it.
Okay.
No problem.
How many do it? Oh, wait. What do you most often look down on people for? What do you think other people look down on you for?
I already fucking know the answer to the first part of that
I
question.
honestly look down on people for
Making fun of deaf people.
honestly, just being stupid. I think that's the most common thing. There's often times where I'm like, God, these people are fucking retarded. Like, I can't even be around you. I wouldn't care if you died. So, also, what do you think other people look down on you for? I think sometimes I can be a little overly confident, and I think it's offensive to people.
I think it's hilarious.
Like, I think I come off as I think I'm better than other people, and yeah, I kind of do think that, but, like, don't take it offensive or anything.
I think it's hilarious. Like, I never get offended by
Yeah,
it.
a lot of people think it's just rude, but it's like, I'm sorry, you're a
I think you're
pussy.
funny.
Thank you. How many do I have left?
A lot. You have 5 left.
What the heck?
Because you kept
You
saying
literally
the
just-
S word.
And you just spent so much time on that one.
Whatever, okay. Would you rather have all farts be silent but extremely deadly, or all farts be harmless but extremely loud? Definitely silent but extremely deadly. I would be fucking up people's lives all day.
You
I'd
walk
be
by your
crowd
table.
dusting Texas Roadhouse so hard. If I have a
Wait.
customer that makes me mad, I'm farting on the table. That would be awesome.
Oh
and then
my
no one would
God.
know it was me. That would be so fun. I would totally love that.
You're a horrible person.
It's not even something bad. I just want that. Let me have that. Okay. Oh, ripped it. If you could end racism or sexism, which would it be? You can only choose one. Explain.
This is the one that I made that I kept telling y'all about.
I'm definitely going to choose racism because sexism really isn't as bad as racism. And also sexism, I feel like, yeah, if a guy came at me and was like doing sexist things, like I'm not a pussy. Like I'll fight back and make you feel like shit too. But racism just needs to fucking end. It's motherfucking 2018. Everybody needs to realize that if you cut everyone's skin off, we all look the same.
Yeah, sure.
Let's go with that.
Oh,
Plus,
some
I'm
people are
not
missing-
in for the big feminist movement too much. I mean, it's not that great, but like we have a shit ton of rights. Not that
feminism
bad.
nowadays is just.
It's like, let's not shave our armpits and let's pour bleach on men's crotches if their legs are open.
Or let's make Santa unisex or some shit.
That was so
or
stupid.
Instead of
You
calling
just said it
babies
again.
like boy or girl, babies, and let them choose their
Babies?
gender. They literally
What?
said we should start calling them babies, and they can decide their gender when they decide. Like,
I just hate how ultra sensitive it is because I'm not claiming to know much about women's history or whatever, but at least when they, what was it, women's suffrage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I understand wanting to be able to vote, wanting to be paid the same as a man if you were doing the same profession. But I feel like, honestly, men get paid more than women because men are doing, like, construction jobs where most women are doing office jobs. I think the difference is women aren't doing the hard jobs that men are doing. That's why women in general aren't paid as much. They're doing the easier jobs. Okay. What is the most annoying habit that other people have? I mean, not everyone has it, but chewing with your mouth open. I wish everyone would choke and die.
You know what? I hate
when people chew really loud or scoop their food.
You know what my biggest pet peeve is? Is someone who says, that's so funny, instead of laughing. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
That's so funny.
3 people that we worked with, all 3 of us working there, used to do that all the time to me, and it fucking drove me nuts. I'm like, just laugh at my goddamn jokes. I'll tell you the other 2 later.
What are some things that are okay to occasionally do, but definitely not okay to do every day?
Ride the dick like a BMX.
I'm gonna say drugs. Honestly, I feel like if you can control yourself in moderation and have a little bit of fun, do it. But to do it every day, you got a problem. You need to show.
Quit fucking with the board.
Can you let Alyssa do her?
This
How many
is
do I have
bothering
left?
me. You have 2.
Okay.
Fucking crack board.
Why is it bothering you?
I don't know, but it just does.
Okay.
You're not participating.
What do you dislike but have no good reason for disliking? Ooh.
I have a lot of those.
Toe bags.
I know.
Toe bags.
Oh, I got it. You can't say it. Never mind.
Sports.
That's the best you could come up with?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really like them, and every time they're on and people are obsessed with them, I'm like, ew, you're so stupid. But then it's like, wait, why don't I like sports? I don't know.
Why don't you like
it.
sports?
Yeah.
I don't enjoy watching it. I think it's boring, unless it's lacrosse. And even then, it's
Of
just
all
like,
the sports, like, that's the one
That's
that
the one
you
I've
can
played.
tolerate.
That's the one I play. That's the one I know. I know it, and I get into it.
I pay attention to hockey, and that's I mainly got into that because they could fight.
I could probably pay attention to hockey because it's like lacrosse on the floor, but still, not the
Barely
same.
pay attention to football.
What would some fairy tales be like if they took place in the present and included modern technology and culture?
A lot of the princes would get arrested.
They'd also be way more bougie, and I feel like they'd be overly
Bougie.
confident and like just bitches.
They would be like the Mean Girls.
Yeah. I feel like they'd be nasty. They wouldn't be
Cinderella's
nice.
Regina. Or Sleeping Beauty.
Those are
I
my
don't
2
know.
favorites.
Also, I feel like Cinderella could have just shared her location with the prince, and maybe it would have been easier to
My
find
whole
her.
thing is, how did he forget what she looked like?
Yes!
Yeah.
They even in the movie A Cinderella
Well, I guess
Story.
it's because she looked beautiful for once compared to when she usually looks like shit in the house because the step.
Your face doesn't change.
She's wearing the same makeup just with like an oil smudge on her face.
Not even.
I don't know. Is
And
that
even
my
then he
last
was-
one?
You have one more.
Oh god.
I feel like we're gonna run out of questions.
No,
Yeah.
honestly, I just looked in the bag. We are good.
No, okay. 'Cause Hannah
What
keeps saying
songs
it.
have you completely memorized? Ooh, a lot of Shia Glizzy songs. A lot of Bo Burnham songs. And every Lana Del Rey song known to man.
I don't get what the hype is about her.
I love her. I've loved her since middle school. I know every song she has to offer. I know every song she's ever made, every album, every word to every song, all of it.
There's one song of hers I like.
What are you reaching for?
Your Jewel.
Oh, hold on.
There's one song of hers I actually just started listening to. It's Summertime Sadness. I know it's old, but I actually kind of like it.
That's the only one
Summertime
everyone
Sadness?
listens to, yeah. I've got that summertime,
I know the song. I don't know what you
sadness.
said.
You gotta
Summertime
listen to
Sadness.
the
That's not what
Born
you
to
said.
Die,
Fuck off.
Serial Killer. Oh god, I can't. They're all good. I can't name them all. Never mind. They're all great. Every song.
Alright, Whitney, you got 6.
And the only reason I even listen to it is because of that Vine with the chicken wearing a red dress.
I got my red dress
on
on
tonight,
tonight.
Dancing in the dark in the pale moonlight.
All right, what is the most surprising self-realization you've had?
I'm a piece of shit.
No lie, that's that's what you get, Hannah.
Just because you're done with your questions doesn't mean we're done.
Honestly, yeah, that is my realization after
Yeah, she just said it for you, so you don't get the point.
yeah, bitch. Well, actually, no. When Taylor died, I had to really reflect on everything. And I realized how dependent I was on her. But, like, in a good way. So I had to adjust my entire fucking life.
Do you mind if I cut my fingernails right here?
I actually kind of do, but...
Well, I'm still gonna do it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't get why you're fucking asking me. Alright, oh god, this is a thickum. If you were forced... God,
my God.
damn it, Hannah!
Sorry, I wanted to do it this time.
I'm on vacation here!
Sorry.
Alright, if you were forced to relive one 10-minute block of your life again and again for all eternity, what 10 minutes of your life would you choose?
Alright, guys, close your eyes.
Ew. Ugh.
You want to wear my safety glasses?
S.
It's like they're in my
A.
car.
F. E. Okay, I was singing
V.
safety thing.
5. For real, I'm sorry if y'all get hit.
Dude, I gotta relive 10 minutes for the rest of my life, like, over and over.
Yeah, what 10 minutes is that going to be?
Nap time!
You just want to
You're going to sleep for the rest of your life.
Yep. I'll be Sleeping Beauty and I'll be awoken by a fucking prince.
No, because that 10 minutes never ends.
Hey, Luke Hemmings, I'm talking to you.
She can just dream it.
Exactly. Because I feel like you can do whatever the hell you want.
I had
in
a
your
really
dreams.
bad dream that I was at work and there was bears trying to get in and I tried. Apparently we had a sliding glass door and when I shut it, the bear's snout got stuck and he was biting my hand.
Hannah, I'm talking now, so shut the
Sorry,
fuck
I
up.
was talking about my dream.
Why would the bear? Why would we have a sliding glass door?
I don't know. Okay.
And where do bears come in?
I don't know. Okay.
If you had a personal flag, what would be on it?
Oh God.
I don't know. There'd be
A piece of poop. I almost said the S word, but
it'd be my name, Whitney, but without a W, it'd be the S. So yeah, because I'm not saying that fucking word.
I'm going to laugh if both of you slip up again and say it.
And it should be the devil horns. You have yet to say the S word.
I've tried really hard.
I hate you for
I
that.
just keep forgetting.
Alright, so I got 3 more. Oh yeah, I did forget you fucking knocked it over. It was like, what's the most illegal thing you've done?
Yeah.
There's been a lot, actually. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a terrible person.
We know.
I've assaulted someone. I have stolen. I beat up someone in middle
I
school.
could have said I stole.
I stole. Actually, I still to this day steal from certain department stores
Yeah,
that I know I
honestly,
can get away
screw
with.
corporate America.
Yeah, like I will
it.
steal. I don't see why. I have to pay for tampons, but yeah, guys don't have to pay for condoms.
You should get a menstrual cup.
No, those
Why?
hurt.
No, they don't.
Yep, fuck you.
I wear one every
Whitney
time.
walks out of stores wearing 3 bras.
I have done that before. I've stolen 3 bras at once, and I felt glorious. I have stolen 5 pairs of underwear at once. I have stolen 3 pairs of shorts,
Okay.
2 bikinis.
I'm not even gonna talk about what I've stolen because it's really fucking bad.
Now I'm interested.
Like honestly, I don't know how I've never been to jail.
All right, what's the best and worst piece of advice you've ever received? Oh, I got to think about the past 21 years.
What the hell? Okay.
I'm
Damn,
gonna
I'm
laugh
gonna-
if you can hear that.
Yeah, no kidding. Oh, that was so hard for me to not say that word. I don't really know. I'm gonna think about it later. Quit it,
What?
fucking nasty bitch.
I'm blowing my nose.
Worst piece of advice was to go ahead and keep dating whatever guy I was dating at the time because 3 guys I've dated my whole life were fucking miserable. The best advice,
Oh, wait, that's the same one.
literally anything that my mom has told me, and I swear to God, I hope she never hears this because then she'll be like, I told you I was right.
Like when my mom told me not to take French.
First of all, whore, I should have 2 left.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought. What is your worst tattoo or piercing story? Oh my
I
God.
gotta pee.
It's got to be my piercing when I got the one down under.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So my friend Nikki and I got really, really drunk and we went to this place called Ink Junkies. I hadn't shaved because this was not an unplanned event, spontaneous as fuck. And we walked in and I'd showered the night before, but it was like 7 o'clock at night. So there had been some walking around, some sweat building up and all over my body. So literally she took me to the bathroom and said, hand soap is right there, paper towels, scrub now. So I was like, okay. So I'm literally in the bathroom scrubbing my vagina with hand soap. And first of all, it smelled
Not
beautiful.
healthy.
I don't care.
It's not good for you.
Well, I felt bad because I didn't want my business
Yeah,
to
you
be
don't
up in
want
his
the nasty
face.
pussy off in the face.
Yeah, exactly. But then, okay, so he pulls us into his room and we shut the door and just threw my pants off. I'm not wearing underwear or anything like that. And I just looked at him. I was like, oh, yeah, by the way, I'm Whitney. And I'm shaking his hand without any fucking pants on. And he was just like, okay, this is happening. And we were just fucking with each other back and forth. I lay down, put my legs in the stirrups, and I was like, oh, okay. We're throwing it back to my gyno visit. And then he tells me to scoot forward, and I looked at him. I was like, dude, honestly, if I had known that this was going to happen, first of all, I would have shaved, and I would have probably brought you dinner, because, like, I'm so sorry. And he just started laughing. And he shows me this really thick thing that he has to put on one side of it. And I thought it was the needle. And I was like, oh, my God, no. And he's like, no. It's just a little sponge type thing. It looked like a cork. And he showed me this marker. And, it looked like a needle. And I was like, no, that's really thick. And he was like, I'm just marking the spot. And I was like, oh, okay. And I'm, like, in the back screaming. I'm freaking out. I'm holding Nikki's hand. And then he does it. And I'm like, oh, that was easy. And then I get home hours.
Thinking about it.
It doesn't hurt at all. It literally feels like someone just lightly pinched your clit area.
I don't want it.
I'm telling you, love it. But then I got home, and I'm wearing black leggings. Nope, like I said, no underwear. I get home and sit down at the toilet, and I'm like, why the fuck am I bleeding so much? Like, there's no way I started my period. And I was like, oh, yeah, I got my thing pierced. So, yeah, that's my worst story. This is the funnest one, because my tattoo stories are fairly boring. All right, last question, and then we're done. Oh, my God, this is so
No,
fun.
Hannah still has another one to answer.
Aha! What is something you will never do again? Whew! Lord, let me tell you. I don't know, actually. There's been a lot of stuff I would never do again. I will never have someone put it in my butt.
Oh, yeah.
It's just, no. That's just not going to be a thing.
No.
It wasn't enjoyable.
It feels like you're pooping over and over again.
It does. It feels like your shit is
like,
coming back inside you.
Poop?
God!
Did I just poop?
All right, I will do my last one, and then Hannah needs to do hers.
Got one too.
Do you guys want to do another episode after this, or are we calling it a night? What TV show or movie do you refuse to watch? Oof. From the sounds of it, Bird Box.
Or Bo Burnham, you cunt.
Yeah, Bo Burnham. Let's go with that. All right, Hannah.
Not a TV show.
Pull it out. Yeah, but I refuse
You want
to
me
watch
to
his
pull
TV
it out?
specials. Yeah, pull it out, bitch.
Okay, I got you, bro.
Don't
Can we at least,
impregnate
like,
me.
wait till we're in private?
Okay, Daddy.
Oh, this one's long. If you could make a 20-second phone call to yourself at any point in your life, present, or future, what would you call and what would you say? When would you call and what would you say?
No, I can't fucking read. Bitch.
I'd probably call myself in middle school and be like, look, break up with that stupid boy you're with. School is not that depressing. Learning can kind of be fun. Think about it. You're just getting smarter than everybody else. Just get through this shit and try to skip less and focus more on going to bed early and waking up early.
This is a lot to say in 20 seconds, Hannah.
Yeah, well, look, there's some advice I'd love to pass Hannah.
Well, Hannah also
Shut up.
talks fast, so she'd probably get it out.
So I get my shit out quick.
All right. Ah! You come on, one more. Last one, and then we're wrapping this bitch up.
Okay.
Alright, no more questions after this one.
Yeah.
What
you
is
would-
something that a ton of people are obsessed with, but you just don't get the point of? Starbucks. Ugh,
Yeah.
Overrated, overpriced, not even that great. I like black coffee. I'll take it from anyone.
I'm gonna have to side with Hannah on this.
I love Starbucks.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's the end of the episode. I guess we will see you on the next episode, whether it's 3 or 4. I don't know which order I'm going to put this in. So, yeah. Peace out, Cub Scouts.
Toodaloo.
Alyssa, can you fucking say bye to some people? I will keep it on record until you say goodbye.
Bye.
Yeah, that's what I thought.